Hey everyone, it's Mojaxx here in the DJcity UK lab. Now I want to talk to you today about backup solutions. Not for your music, we'll do that another day, but this is a backup solution for your gigs. So obviously as a DJ, if you're getting paid to play, then dead air is a crime and it's your duty to make sure that party carries on and the music carries on. Now on a basic level, if your laptop dies and so on, then you can have, just some audio CDs or some real vinyl, or you can have your smartphone hooked up, get a mini jack to twin phono cable, just hook that into the mixer, have some pre-recorded mixes or some DJ apps on there ready to go, and that will get you out of trouble in the short term. But this solution is something a little bit more advanced that will solve your problems in a lot more situations that we're talking about. Now, we're coming from a Serato point of view here. If you're a Serato DJ or Scratch Live user, this is exactly what you need to do. The same kind of principles all apply to Traktor though, so you can use the same kind of ideas. What we're going to do is download rekordbox for a start. Now, rekordbox compatible hardware is going to be found in a lot more venues these days, so it's worth having rekordbox as part of this solution. You want to get 2 USB sticks. Basically, I use these SanDisk Ultra Fit drives for this purpose. They're USB 3.0, they're very fast, they're absolutely tiny, no bigger than my thumbnail, so they'll fit in your pocket, in your wallet, on your keychain, whatever else it is, and yeah, they're nice and fast, USB 3, 130 meg transfer speed, makes transferring back and forth really, really straightforward to do. We want to because not all of the rekordbox hardware you'll come across has the link function, or the link function might not be working and so on, so you want 2 identical sticks that you can use to play a whole night off. Basically, you could just load these in and then it's the whole night you can cover with 2 USB sticks just playing off the CDJs directly. Nice and simple and really easy to do. The rekordbox software itself is free on PC and Mac. You just go to rekordbox.com and then download it. You have to sign up for a login and so on, but it's no biggie. You just basically get it installed and you rock in. Open up Serato DJ, choose a crate. I would suggest, a peak time bangers kind of crate, something that you could play the whole night with, maybe a warm-up crate as well. Just create a playlist in rekordbox. So right click, create playlist. Let's call this one Test 2. And then you're just going to highlight all of the tracks in Serato DJ within that crate and just drag them into rekordbox. And when you're doing it fresh, it will analyze all the files, so the waveforms will gradually be analyzed and will appear. All your BPMs will appear as well. You can't get your cue points and so on from Serato DJ into rekordbox at the moment. There is a solution for Traktor called Record Body, but for Serato, it's a backup. You can live without cue points. If you wanted to set cue points on all of them, you can do it in rekordbox. It's nice and easy, but it's not really worth doing just for a backup. But I would say, maybe a couple of 100 tracks at the most, and that's going to cover you for most situations. So get your second playlist in there from your crate, your other crate. You also want to get your Serato control signal in there as well. So if you're playing on the CDJ with a broken CD drive, you can plug in the USB stick and play your control signal off there and control Serato in the normal fashion. You can download that for free again from Serato's website. Just get that dragged into rekordbox in the original WAV file format, then that will analyze. You want it in a single playlist on its own, because some of the older players won't like it if it's within a big playlist. It might not behave the way you expect it to, so stick it in a playlist on its own. Then all you've got to do is connect up your USB drive. You want to format these as FAT32, and you can do that with the inbuilt formatting tools in Windows or Mac. Format them as FAT32, and then you're good to go. It's going to show up in your devices there in rekordbox, and then we can just right click and export the playlist to our USB drive. I've already done it in this case. And there you're ready to rock. And now we can see on our drive we've got our playlists are all there, all the tracks are there with all that information, the waveforms, the BPMs and so on. So that will show up on any CDJ, they'll be ready to go. So that's the rekordbox side of it done. So we can quit rekordbox now. And then what we've got, of course, is now a USB stick. So you can use this for day-to-day use as well, of course, because you're not going to fill up the whole drive. But what I've done is basically take those same crates, make a new folder on your drive, call it whatever you want. So I'm just going to call this one Test. And you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to highlight all the tracks in Serato DJ or Scratch Live, and you're going to transfer those, copy them across onto the USB stick in another folder. Why are you going to do that? Well, that means that you're basically going to re-import them into Serato DJ from that drive. So I've done that in this case. And now whenever I plug this USB stick into a system running Serato DJ or Scratch Live, that crate called USB will appear. and I can play off that. So if you want to use someone else's laptop, if your laptop just completely dies, you can plug into anyone's laptop who's running Serato DJ or Scratch Live. Your crates are there, your cue points are there, everything, the tracks are analysed, it's all ready to go. So you want to export them onto, you actually want to drag them onto the stick, then re-import them into Serato DJ from the stick, and then analyze them again. And yeah, anytime you plug that USB stick in, you can use your crates on someone else's system. To that end as well, you want to have the software on there as well. So if you are playing on someone else's laptop, they don't have Serato installed, you haven't got internet connection, make sure you've got whichever version of Serato DJ or Scratch Live you use, get that version, get the Windows and Mac builds of those, get them dragged onto that USB stick in the root folder. None of this stuff that you put on the drive will impact on the rekordbox side of it or the Serato side of it. You can put anything you want on this drive and still it will show up in Serato properly, it will show up in rekordbox properly. Maybe put a couple of pre-recorded mixes in there in that root folder on the drive again as well. So if you're using Denon players or something, you can plug that in, easily navigate to your backup mixes, and you're ready to go. That's it really. It's really straightforward, but just adding that rekordbox side of it means literally if your laptop is completely dead and they've got CDJ 2000s or CDJ 900s or whatever, you can play an entire set quite happily just from your 2 emergency USB sticks that you've got just in your pocket. And that to me is a really good, really quick, cheap, simple backup solution that anyone can use really. So thank you for watching today. Make sure you keep subscribed to the channel for forthcoming tips and tricks and so on. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.